Today we're talking Monique's Apology, January 6th hearings, and Roe versus Wade overturned. If these are things you'd like to hear, stay tuned. Welcome back, YouTube family. My name is Monica and I am your hostess for We the People TV 2022. If you are new, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for your support. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to... Just when I think we've covered this subject enough, and I think she finally gets it. But no, she doesn't. Who am I talking about? Yes, Monique. Monique gives an apology to DL's family. Did you hear about it, girl? You didn't? Okay, wait a minute, girl. Hold on. So, Monique gives an apology to DL's family, and it goes a little something like this. I like to consider myself a woman of honor. So, I've got to do something right now publicly that I did publicly. And when I fuck something up, I've got to fix it up. So I'm going to take care of that right now before I go any motherfucking further. To DL Hughley's family, I want to publicly apologize if I hurt anyone's feelings. I want to publicly apologize to his wife, his babies, if I hurt their feelings, because that was never my goddamn intention. I never meant to hurt their feelings. That's her apology, you all. That's what she said. So I posed the question to the jury. Would this apology be acceptable to you? Here's what they had to say. You comment below. Here's a comment from our juror. Alexis commented, what does she mean if I hurt your feelings? She brought up his daughter's childhood sexual assault and insulted his wife by talking about her giving him oral. She was way out of line. It was disgusting. Her name is trash, and there's a reason she's a pariah in Hollywood. I think I said that right, pariah. I responded to Alexis and saying she should have just stayed quiet if she wasn't going to be sincere or genuine. She just keeps sticking her foot in her mouth. Alexis replied, she really does. I used to love her. The fact that she ran a whole charm school is laughable. She's a clown. Monique, now I've said it once. I said it twice. I'm going to say it one more time, love. Let it go. Teddy Pendergrass said, you gotta let it go. Let it go. Listen to Teddy, Monique. Let it go, baby. It's a TKO, honey. Just let it go. That's all I got for you. Your fans out here calling you clowns. They jumping ship. It ain't looking good, girl. That's all I got. Comment below. Any advice for Monique? Because she's clearly not listening to me. Staying in the Monique artery, I also learned this week that Monique has made a settlement with Netflix regarding her racial and sexual discrimination suit against them. it was mentioned that this is the reason perhaps Monique is going real hard with D.L. Hughley because of her win in this settlement. Now, it has not been disclosed to the amount that she is going to get. But if you remember, Monique was made an offer by Netflix to do a comedy stand-up for $500K, and she turned it down because she said other comedians, Amy Schumer, I think was one of them, and some male ones, maybe, what's the man's name? Dave Chappelle, and I'm trying to think of who else did some stand-ups. But they were offered much more than $500K. So it was said that maybe this is the reason Monique is headstrong on blasting DL about his little thing that they have going on. So what do you think? I think there may be a little validity to that. You know, if someone has been trying to prove their innocence for a long time, or have been made to look a certain way, maybe in a negative way, and they get a little break to show that they are being truthful, sometimes people will, you know, kind of keep pushing forward to say, hey, look, I tried to tell y'all thought I was lying. So I don't know, maybe Monique has a point here. Maybe she has, like I said, some validity. Comment below. What do you think? Trending in the news this week was the Wendy Williams show. Wendy Williams show last episode aired last Friday. Her show has been on the air for 14 years. However, Wendy was not in attendance on her last show. So I posed a question to the jury. Will you miss the Wendy Williams show being on TV? Here's what they had to say. You comment below. The majority voted no, they will not be missing Wendy Williams' show. However, I have an observation that I've made over the past months of Wendy Williams' show, well, actually her specifically. Do y'all remember when Wendy Williams did a show? And you probably don't if you didn't watch it. I just happened to see it because the person she talked about did a video. But when you hear what I'm about to say, you might be like, oh, yeah, I remember. So do y'all remember when Wendy Williams did a show on Tabitha Brown? Now, y'all know Tabitha Brown is our American mom in the Black community. Everybody loves Tabitha. She's very humble. She's very sweet. And she has become a big success in her area, in her acting career, in her everyday life. She just released a clothing line. So if you don't know who Tabitha Brown is, yeah, that give you a little bit about her. Look her up, honey. She is phenomenal. Hey Tabitha, if you're watching. But anyway, Wendy Williams did a show on Tabitha Brown when Tabitha retired her husband from the police force in California, Los Angeles, LAPD. And she told Tabitha that that was a bad mistake, that one day her husband was going to resent her, and blase. It was really negative. It was nothing positive. Well, people started tagging Tabitha and telling her, girl, did you see what Wendy said? XYZ, blase. So Tabitha decided to do a video to Wendy. And if I get a chance, if I can post it, I will, which I don't know, but y'all may have to look that up too. But Tabitha did a video to Wendy telling her that, in a nutshell, that her and her husband have been through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and they love one another, and she knows what it is. She knows what it's like to be loved. She wished that someday Wendy would get that type of love in her life. She read Wendy real nice, like she didn't cuss. She didn't call her any names. She just was really, really nice. I aspire to be like that one day. I ain't like that yet. He's still working on it. But yeah, she was really, really nice in how she put Wendy back in her place. Well, this is what I observed. So ever since then, Wendy been like a salt on a snail, baby. She been going down. She going down. I'm talking about ever since that girl said that ever since Tabitha had said that to Wendy, Wendy ain't been right, y'all. So I said all of that to say this. Be careful who you speak negatively on. Words are powerful. And you don't know who is protected. You don't know who got the mercy and grace of the Father. Although all of us do. Some of us special. Some of us, he hold dear. Some of us, he don't play about. I'm one of them. So, be careful what you say about people. Also trending this week, the January 6th hearings. If you haven't been keeping up with that, these two ladies have been the most compelling of the hearings, and that's Miss Wandria, I think that's how you say her name, Shay Moss, and her mom, Ruby Freeman. These ladies were targeted during the 2020 presidential election after having volunteered at the voting polls. They gave remarkable testimony as to how they were targeted by President Trump. I just was really, really taken aback to their testimony, because it sounds like something somebody writes in a novel fiction. These two ladies were volunteering at the voting polls in their area, and there was some footage taken of them, video footage taken of them bringing in a suitcase which was said to be illegal ballots. However, they were not. They were the ballots that they were supposed to use for the voters. So it is said that that footage was given to President Trump at that time to make a case that the election was rigged. I found this to be very disturbing. Go on, a lot of stuff is being revealed. I don't know where this country is headed. I don't know. Based on what's going on now, is foreshadowing nothing good. I don't know, y'all. Comment below. If you've been keeping up with the January 6th hearings, what do you think? So I heard this story on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. There was a guy who consumed 10 liters of Pepsi a day, and he went to a hypnosis for one session and was cured. So I posed this question to the jury. If you could be cured from hypnosis of one bad habit, what would it be? Here's what they had to say. You comment below. So here's some comments from our jurors. Overeating. Let's see. Too many to name. I can't even think of one thing when I know I have plenty of bad habits. Yeah, I agree with y'all. So what's one of your bad habits that you would rid yourself of in one hypnosis session? Comment below. I couldn't think of just one. So here's my take. Trending this week was the overturn of Roe versus Wade. Now, I didn't get a chance to pitch this to the jury, but I'm going to give my take. So here it is. And it makes me think of what else can they overturn? If they overturn this, will they overturn women's right to vote? Will they overturn black people not being slaves? Will they overturn what's next? I know some people see this as a win because they don't want the woman to have the right to have an abortion, but it's way more deeper than just that. It's the controlling of a woman's body. It's the controlling of a woman's ability to do whatever it is she wants to do. Like I said, what's next? We won't be able to vote. We won't be able to give our opinion. Women have been the foundation of this country for a long, long time. Okay, on a lighter note, this is seniority for the women. So if you are single, maybe you can chime in on this. Say that you have met someone. He's presented to be the guy. But you have a child, 2 children, 3 children, however many. You have children, and you want to introduce your potential suitor or your significant other to your kids. What's a good time to do that, y'all? Is it 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year? I pose this question to the jury. You comment below. The jury said 50-50, 6 months and a year. I know you definitely have to have talked about it. So that'll be number one. Please, find out if you even like kids. So, or her, I don't know, maybe when a woman might be dating a woman, then she wants to introduce her kids. So I don't know. I don't know what's a good time. Like I said, I would just play it by ear. See what they give you. Like I said, have a conversation. Make sure they like kids. Talk to your kids about how they feel about you dating somebody or somebody being around for a while. I know my son, when I divorced, my son told me he didn't want anyone. He just wanted me and him to be me and him. He didn't want nobody else to come around. So I held off on dating because I didn't want to disrupt his routine. I didn't want him to be, feel like, somebody else had to come in. And so now I'm getting back out there, y'all, trying to date. Comment below. Give me some ideas, y'all, some tips. What I need to do, where I need to go. Yeah.
Have you subscribed? Give us a big thumbs up.